Hey everyone, welcome to this video. So today what I really want to go through comes off the back of, many discussions that we have with ecom brands and the difference between what makes one successful, what makes others, fail basically or struggle to get traction. And it's a really simple concept that I've actually known for a long, long time, but haven't actually been able to explain or label or quantify into something. It just so happens that I started reading James Clear's Atomic Habits last night, actually. I've read about 30 odd pages. A little bit late to the party with this book because it's always been highly, highly recommended. And already within the first 30 pages, this concept of slow burns increasing by 1% per day and playing the long game has come to fruition inside this book. And he actually draws this incredible diagram, which I'll show to you now. And it's called the plateau of latent potential. And essentially what the concept is it's an intersection of, time versus like rewards or progress, okay, where people get stuck in this, this valley of disappointment. Okay, so let's call this, progress or reward. Let's call this section here time. Now, when we're starting from zero, when we have an ecom brand that's starting from zero, you're slugging it out, you're doing all these things, and you're basically trying to keep moving forward. All right, you're doing all these activities, okay, and it's social media, it's organic, it's product seeding, it's ads, it's anything you can possibly do to gain traction. And with this effort comes expectation of the actual results, right? And so if we're starting from zero here, this is what a normal person will think in terms of their, sorry, my mouse just got caught there, in terms of their expectations of the effort that they're actually deriving, right? It looks like this. Effort over time equals, progress, right? Very obviously linear, all right? But what this, plateau of latent potential actually demonstrates is the reality of how it actually occurs. And now James Clear actually goes into, as I say, improving 1% every day, and something that I harp on a lot about, which is delayed gratification. All right. And so whilst he says that this is what people actually expect, this is more the reality of it. Okay. Time, 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 time. And then bang, you get this exponential growth, which has contributed contributed by all the activities that you've produced in this period of time. All right. Now, what people don't understand and where they get really caught out is they don't understand, or they can't, no one can tell you how long this period of time is going to be. This could be a week, it could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be 2 years. Okay. For us personally, in our ecom brand, it took us 18 months to hit our first 10K month. So like that was basically our what he calls, the valley of disappointment, which is essentially your shortfall of the effort that you're putting in respect to the rewards that you're getting out, right? So at this point here, for example, say that we're like, 12 months into our journey, and we're like, man, we've done so much work here. I expect to be all the way up here by now, and we're only here. Like, we could so easily give up. And again, as I mentioned at the start of this is where we see people, right, really kind of, grind and really struggle. This is where they're like, this is not working anymore. But little do they know that if they're digging a hole looking for gold and they've dug it 6 foot down, that their next shovel load is going to be when they actually get traction, when they see this massive trajectory upwards. And I've mentioned this in previous videos before. For us, we were at 9K. We're building up slowly, 9K a month here, and then bang, in a single month, we hit 27K the following month. But that was the accumulation of all this work, doing consistent efforts, having the right habits, being on the right path, and breaking through this this valley of disappointment, which James Clear calls it. Okay, and then so where this relates to businesses and where they actually fail, and we see this so often, is they just don't have the staying power to wait for that. They expect everything to be linear. I should be here sooner. I should be way further down the road. This isn't working. Whereas if they stay strong, they remain consistent with their effort, and they can see this bigger picture and have the belief that their product and their their service or whatever they're actually doing has real value to its market, then it's inevitable that you will have that hockey stick exponential growth and shoot through the roof when the timing is right. Now, again, we can't tell you when that's going to be. It could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be 10 years for some people. Who knows, right? But knowing that you're on the right path is the most important thing. Knowing that you're doing the 1%ers every single day, not changing strategies every month because something isn't working or you're not seeing the immediate results. You need to have this staying power, this atomic habit of doing things day in, day out, the right things, of course. So you need to have that in the back of your mind. And for us in our business, we were fortunate enough to have this staying power. As I say, we knew about this concept for a long, long time. It's not until I just started reading this book that I could actually put a label on it. But this is definitely something we recommend to our clients all the time. We've already seen many breakthroughs with them where they have a massive spike in sales and they say, "Oh, that was coincidental. That was great." It's like, you don't understand. That was an accumulation of all your efforts to this time, when it was hard, when people were trying to get through it, when you were, posting, when you weren't sure things were working, but it's just doing things every single day consistently, doing the right things, and then seeing that massive exponential growth. And so I really hope this opens up your eyes to that, because as I say, in the entrepreneurial world, in eCom, if you're not being supported or you don't have this experience, it's really easy to get discouraged and not be able to see that bigger picture. And unless you've got that belief, it's really easy to give up. It could go nowhere. You could get right to the end of that, that flat line and go either which way. You could keep going and get that growth, even though it's not guaranteed at when that's going to happen, or you could just taper off, finish the business, sell it up, or just basically stop doing what you're doing. And so where we found this really valuable is having that belief in ourselves. We also had a support network of people that had done what we wanted to do, like a mentor or a coach, which is obviously now what we do, for our clients and for other eCom brands, to tell them that they're on the right path, to keep going, till it's only a matter of time before you crack the code and you see that exponential growth in your sales. So I really hope that this is a beneficial video just to send you that message. Also a book recommendation. I'll let you know how the rest of it actually goes. But to be able to explain that concept and quantify it is really, really important in your business, and to understand how the reality works versus our expectations. And so, I hope you found this video valuable. And if you've got any questions about or any discussion points, I'd love to hear it. But I hope you found it valuable, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.